In case you missed my other two videos, definitely check those out as well. Those are talking about the Dark Zone in the Division 2. This time I'm talking about PvP only modes. The footage you're looking at was captured from my perspective at a Ubisoft event in North Carolina. I had a cool team of Facebook streamers with me against a pretty strong team across from us as well. The Division 2 will feature two PvP specific modes, Skirmish and Domination. Skirmish is like a team deathmatch. When your life count runs out, you lose. And Domination is a territories mode where you have to hold areas. Unfortunately, I only have a little footage of this first map here where we were playing the deathmatch mode, Skirmish. One of my files corrupted, something went wrong. Hopefully you get the idea. I did like the close quarterness of it. A lot of vehicles to hide behind. You can climb on roofs, you can snipe people. Every now and then there would be a drop that the whole map could see, and in that drop was special ammo. Special ammo could be a grenade launcher or a really powerful sniper rifle. A sniper that could essentially take someone out in one hit. That's that blue ammo count right there. So obviously that would be a point of contention. You would see this drop come down and you'd have to think, is it worth going for it and exposing yourself running across the street? You also need to wait for it to get there, right? So do you go there first and hold it? Do you use it as a trap? You use it as a bait for the other team to go there first, take him out and steal the ammo. I was using the special sniper and I can say, man, it packed a punch. So it was worth going for that. Now we did have all our abilities in this mode. So you could drop a heal drone. You could throw, a flying attack drone that we found to be kind of obnoxious. We expressed that to the team. It's still in early stages. It's not fully done, right? There's always tweaks to be made. We personally weren't huge fans of the attack drone because as the other team across from us learned very quickly, is that if the whole team loads out with it, it's kind of pesky. It's a nuisance. These things follow you around and they just attack you, right? And so you're trying to fight a guy and then a drone comes behind you. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it picks away at you, right? Like it's a little bee sting and you have to turn around and shoot it and try to hit it, which is hard on a controller because it's this tiny little floating drone. And then when you have multiple of them flying around, it's as though the team just doubled in size. So very quickly, we found that was almost the meta, at least with the players we were with and against. We all just switched to having that as our ability. Like the Dark Zones, sorry if I incorrectly stated that in another video, combat in these PvP modes will be normalized. That means it doesn't matter what gear you have, you're going to be around the same as the other players. In typical Division fashion, players take a lot of damage. They're very spongy, which I actually really like. It's almost an opposite of a Call of Duty. I like the sponginess. I'm, a Halo guy personally. I like to get a lot of hits into an enemy. You have to really coordinate with your team. You got to get those team shots off to truly take someone out. And it leads for some interesting battles, right? Like that creates the dance. You have to face someone one-on-one and it's not just surprising them, right? Because you still got to land all your shots. So you might have to back down and reload and fight again. Time to kill is very tricky to get right, and it can make or break your game. It can define a game. I mean, just putting in the context of shooters, just think of all your favorite shooters and how they differ in time to kill, how long it takes to take down an opponent. Whether it's a Call of Duty, whether it's a Counter-Strike, a Halo, a Gears of War. What does that dance look like? And Division has its own very unique dance. At some point I loaded out with the shotgun, and it was doing serious work. Obviously, shotgun, you have to be close enough, but it really took guys out pretty quick. They were surprised by it. There's a lot of SMGs in the field. You'll see SMGs and AKs used a lot in this gameplay, but that shotgun really tore into people. The first few games that we played against the opposing team, we did pretty well. We won. And then they started figuring it out and figuring us out and learning their strengths, our weaknesses, and they started stomping on us by the later half, obviously to our frustration. but that's the nature of it, right? Like that's the game. I'm happy for that. I didn't want to, I mean, obviously you want to win, but I didn't want to stomp too hard. We had a pretty competent team. It's less than I expected going in. So I was oddly enough, pleasantly surprised that it came back around, especially in the objective game types where we just started to falter and we got too cocky and played it like a team deathmatch, where that isn't necessarily the way to do it, right? Because you still need to capture those points and focus on that. So the two maps we played, we had these city streets, very close quarters, very packed, very close combat heavy. I really liked that. I had a lot of fun with that. And then we had this more open ruin area. Despite appearing very open, there were still a lot of places to hide, a lot of cover to take. I did try sniping in this a lot, and I found it to be a struggle. I actually found the streets to be an easier snipe area, just in the nature of this zone. A lot of things to hide behind, a lot of cover. So all in all, despite some minor grievances, I did have some fun with the multiplayer. I had a good time. I'd love to learn more. I'd love to figure out the ideal strategies, the best ways to play maps. It's a nice change of pace from the normal gameplay loop of The Division. As to how much time I expect to spend in the PvP mode specifically when the game comes out, what's up in the air, and I'm curious to see how my opinion shifts there. So far, personally, I did have more fun playing in the Dark Zone. I really like the PvPvE element. That's very fun for me. That's how I like to play games the most, I think. But it is a very nice change of pace. Something you could just throw yourself into, have some fun with some friends, and then go back to looting. I'm assuming you'll get some good loot or XP or whatever from playing in PvP. And that will be a big draw. And things like that for me, I find are very important in games like The Division. We need to have that draw to get in there, and that will make people play it, and that will increase the population. So again, it's unfortunate that my one piece of footage corrupted. That's where I was doing some serious work. But hopefully you got enough of a taste here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited for The Division 2? I mean, I'm getting it day one. I'll be there, baby. And we're all playing on PC. So if you guys are on PC, let me know. Would love to have you join our crew and just shoot some fools. Thanks for watching. See you next video.